Speed's half the fun of a scooter. And hey, I'm not here to rain on that. But here's the question almost nobody asks before they buy. How well does it stop? Because that's the half that actually keeps you in one piece. 2 minutes and you'll know exactly what to look for. So there are really two kinds of braking on a scooter, and the good ones use both. The first is physical, a disc brake, just like on a bicycle. A pad squeezes a metal rotor. The second is electronic, one where the motor itself flips around and slows you down. They work in completely different ways, and knowing the difference is honestly the whole game. Start with the disc. It's a metal rotor bolted to the wheel, and a caliper that clamps down on it when you pull the lever. And here's the beautiful thing about a disc. It's purely physical. It doesn't care how much battery you've got left, doesn't care about software, doesn't care about anything. You squeeze, it grabs. Every single time. That dead simple reliability is exactly why it's the brake you want to be there. Now, the electronic side, you'll see it on spec sheets as EABS. Here the motor flips around and becomes a brake, resisting your motion. And as a little bonus, it can claw back a bit of charge while it does it. It's smooth and it saves wear on your physical pads. But here's the honest catch nobody mentions. Electronic braking fades as you slow down, and right near a stop, it does almost nothing. So think of it as a helper, not the thing you'd bet your life on to stop you in an emergency. Which is exactly why the strongest setups pair them up. A physical disc you can trust for the real stop, ideally one on each wheel, and electronic braking layered on top for that smooth, everyday finesse. The disc is the muscle, the electronic is the polish. Together they cover each other's blind spots. And here's the number that actually matters. I'll say this one plainly because it's safety, stopping distance. Not how strong the brake feels, how many feet it takes to bring a loaded scooter with you on it to a full stop. A few feet shorter is the difference between a close call and a call for help. That's the spec worth caring about most. Quick, real example. On our own S60, we found a disc brake on each wheel, dual discs, plus the electronic braking on top. Checked it on our actual unit. Whether that setup's right for you is your call. I'm just showing you what both on both wheels actually looks like, so you've got something honest to measure against. Couple terms you'll bump into shopping. A BS. That's anti-lock. Same idea as on a car. It keeps the wheel from skidding when you grab the brake hard. And rotor size, a bigger rotor shrugs off heat better on long, steep descents. And neither's a must-have for everybody. They're just things to weigh against the kind of riding you actually do. So sizing up any scooter's brakes comes down to a few honest questions. Is there a real physical disc? And on how many wheels? Is the electronic braking the whole system, or just a backup to a real disc? And did they tell you all of it clearly? Answer those and you know how it stops. You decide what's enough for your roads. That's braking. The half of fast that actually keeps you safe. If you're on a folding scooter, the fold lock is the natural next stop. And honestly, it might be the single most important safety part of the whole machine. Or, if you'd rather see what your real ride looks like, the range tool's right below.